Hello Cap. Nice to see you again. Do not forget to start your ACARs.
Good afternoon, everybody. I tell you what, if you saw the consternation behind the scenes here in the last 10 minutes, it was horrific. Technical issues in Explain, technical issues with the PC, technical issues with every freaking other thing you can imagine just to get here. And as I'm starting the stream and I'm saying hello and what have you, and welcome, I realized there's no more capture device in Streamlabs OBS. I had to go find my headset again. But we made it. And we are here now. And I'm glad to see all you guys here. Pedro, welcome and thank you. James, long time. Thank you for stopping by again today and saying hello. And then Rokal, welcome. We've got Andy, Christer, McTrying, and Uncle John here in Discord with me. And if you guys want to join us on Discord, please feel free. We're just human, guys. And then for the actual star of the whole show, Zibo, welcome, sir, and thank you for the new update that you've just given me. Zibo has literally just given me 18C to stream to you guys. The change log is in the description below the video. Basically, it says, and I'll quickly read from his message to me, he added the fixed ring distance, fixed the FPV, that's your flight path vector, that little thing over there, and then the EFIS mode switching. So we can play around with it. I'm not exactly sure what we need to see or not see, but Zibo's fixed it. So thank you, Zibo. Thank you for watching and enjoying it with us. What a marvelous creation you have given us to enjoy ourselves with. Thank you so much, and I'm glad I can help the rest of the community ease into it and all those things. So you guys ask your questions and make your comments as we go along. I have one more announcement to make before I go too far, but let me just greet Andrew again there. Hello, Andrew. I don't know if I said hello, just noticed the name again there. Yeah. So, according to our agreement with YouTube, whenever we get something for free, we have to note it. We have to actually tell them we got something for free, that it's sponsored. And that leads me into the scenery we have here today. Right, so to the guys at Boundless, you are awesome, gents. Thank you so much for supplying me with this software for free to stream to my followers. I had a look around. We can actually, let's do this. Let's have a nice look around and show you guys properly. The guys did a phenomenal job. It really looks amazing. All the things in the right places, parkings and stands and all those things. If we look up, you can see the high quality that's involved, you know, in the modeling and everything that's happened here. And one of the big things in Dublin, for those of you that don't know, is runway 28 right. Now that's a work in progress. Certain elements have been put in place in the real build already, but it's not operational. So we're going to treat it as such in the actual simulator as well. but the guys have already started to obviously make provision for it, and that's where it's going to be. So it's going to be a wonderful privilege to start flying that soon, whenever it goes live. And I put the link to the scenery in the description below the video. Okay, it's 19.99. Is it euro or pound? Hang on, let me actually have a look quick. It's not very expensive, but I need to just get the correct value now.
It's £19.99. There you go.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I've just found it. So there you are. £19.99. Right. And this is brand new. It was released a few minutes ago. I'm not sure exactly how long it is. It's very recent today. So guys, I'd like to encourage you guys to go have a look at it and invest in it. It's worth it. Now I'm thinking Afrikaans, trying to speak in English, but it's definitely worth it. And you guys obviously know that these guys are still in business. They're serious about their development, and they will keep us up to date, unlike some of the other sceneries developers that are out there that just dump something on you and then run away. I've had a run-in with one or two of them in the not so distant past, so it leaves a bit of a bad taste in one's mouth. But with these guys, I'm confident that looking at their track record and the immense effort they put in here, that they're going to service this airport for a while to come. So go grab it, guys. Mac?
Yes.
All right,
Nika.
my FPS issue is sorted with a reboot.
Good.
All right. So I don't know, I rebooted the machine, then it didn't want to work. I had to reboot again. I'm currently pushing my normal FPS. I don't have any issues. And we had a bit of a rough start to the stream, as you know. So anyway, we made it.
You just have to stop using your gaming machine for doing business work.
Yeah, I suppose. I did close a lot of things in the background now before I started the stream. So anyway.
I must admit, first impressions, yes, that scenery is looking very tasty.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it looks really nice. Really, really nice. I just want to quickly start my EIDW and my ACARS as well. James, I've also got EGSS from the same developer. I love it as well. I picked up issues with scenery in the area, which I then obviously disabled to allow the EGSS scenery to actually work. So it all seems to be sorted there now. Robert, hello and welcome. And there's Steve as well. Welcome. So guys, who's flying with? I see we've got quite a few guys. There's Krister, there's Uncle John. Not sure if that's one of our guys using a different call sign. Okay, so there are a couple of our guys here. Hello, Thunder. Yeah, I hope you have a great day too. My day has been busy, eh? It's been wild. We've got a saying here, it's more wild than... Yeah, I can't even translate that. I'm not even going to try. Hold on. It's a wild story. We're not even going to go there. I think we'll just lose everything in translation. Anyway, so let me quickly show you guys what the plans are. I just need to get it. We're going to fly to Southampton. Now, Southampton is a place that I frequented with the Q400. I've never landed a Boeing there in my life. It's a short runway. So we're going to have to take extra care when we go in there. I think for me, it's going to be a personal challenge to try and land it there. What? Did you actually lose it now? He did. It seems to have lost it. That's a pity. Let me just start again. See, with all the struggles, there's a time limit. For those of you guys that fly in the Skymatix VA, there's a time limit. If you don't pick up your flight plan quick enough, it will simply lose it. And then you have to start again like what I'm doing here, unfortunately. Right, so we are taking 28 left, we're taking 20 in. Which flight level did you guys settle on, gentlemen?
210.
No, that's too low. You can't be that low. You look at your step climbs, Christopher. Did it not give you a step climb?
330.
Okay.
No, I got 25, 24, 21.
Okay, 25 sounds better than 21, I promise. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'll go for 3-1.
Okay, I'll do that too.
Okay. Right. Let's dispatch this one. James, yes, I've had various additions to liveries and changes to liveries and things. I didn't show you the newer one, but you can go look at my last couple of streams. There's a brand new one. And there's Richard. Hello, catchy muscle. Yeah, you recognize that scenery. Thank you so much for interfacing there between us, man. Amazing scenery. Love it to bits. Right, I'm just still starting everything here in the background. Why don't I have a start button? Oh, maybe it started already. Yes, it did. Just looking at my A-cars, got it running now. That's fine then.
I'm going to get the show on the road, Nick. I'm going to taxi down.
Oh my goodness, you're fast. Yeah, you didn't have all my troubles to get here, but it's fine, Uncle John. Next time.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Richard, we were talking about their commitment and their current work, how do we say this? The way they operate, basically, their modus operandi. I mean, because they knew a great company that look after their scenery, I've got great faith that they're going to support us for many years to come. You know, we're all looking forward to the new runway and all those other nice things. So, yeah, happy days, man, happy days. Yeah, Uncle John does not let any... Oh, there's an update. We're going to skip the update. He doesn't let any moss grow under that feet of his. He's like a rolling stone. Okay, there's no moss. Hey, Uncle John.
Spot on, sir. Spot on.
We don't have jetways. We'll take the stairs. We can enable ground power. Right, and just a little update. I'm not sure what this update that I was seeing at the top entails. I don't know what this is about. There's obviously an update for Sam. We'll look at it later afterwards. I can't do it now and then restart and what have you again. Zibo, don't want to waste his time like that. So basically what happened is we were given a new Zibo XML file, and that has actually sorted the ground power issues. So you can now switch between the Zibo ground power or the SAM ground power, and it works now as expected in the real aircraft. So it's connected, but it's not live until you actually put quickly see until you actually put the battery on, right? Now we need to lift this little one. We don't want that to be in test, and that was my problem. All right, so now I can see it is working. The scenery you can choose when you buy it. When you want, if you want it with static or without static scenery. Aircraft, I mean. I hate static aircraft. I hate it with a passion. I will burn it down every time I can, and I make a plan to go into one of the tools, either wet or the overlay editor, and absolutely nuke every, or most at least, of all the static aircraft that I get at an airport. I can't stand it. It's not for me, really, just not for me. All right. Say 310. Just checking the landing altitude. We could use 50. Your damper can go on. All right, yeah, I've got everything set to fast. Yeah, it's crazy. And then they don't make provision for, spawning points. And then we want to actually do a proper group flight. And then we have to take turns to come alive on the network and all those things. Nah, not for us. Not for us. And let's see what's happening on this front over here.
See you in Southampton, guys.
100%, Uncle John. Enjoy. Right, so I'm going to use my calculator again.
Good luck, Uncle John.
It says we have 173 passengers times by 79. It's 13,667. So we're going to make this 13,9. Why on earth can you do that? 13. Six, 9, 7.
Guys, the wheel's on board.
The baggage is 1,700. I'm lying. That's wrong. It's the cargo. It's 1,700. And this one will be 173 times 25. 325. Did I read correctly? 325. That's correct. And the fuel's gonna be 5. Oh, that's close enough. All right. So.
Nico,
Yeah.
I got amazing frame rate at this airport.
Good. Yeah, mine after the reboot's proper as well.
Much better than the last one.
Hey, there's Perfect 99 as well. Nice of you to join us as well. And there's Zibo. Let's see. Okay, Zibo says he's going to enhance the Zibo mod ground power code again. Guys, I'm not going to go into detail. It's not important, but he says he will do that as well again. So there's some update coming there. All right, okay, so this thing is loading. I still use TopCat. In actual fact, we might as well use it now as well. Why don't we do that? There we go, there's TopCat. Let's do our calculations while we are thinking about it. Let's update. We need to change our runway.
I'm ready to start, Nico.
Okay, Christer, you enjoy yourself, my friend. You go for it.
Thank you. Good luck, fellas.
Right, okay, so from our load sheet, we've got 67,600. 67,600. We'll tell it optimum. Let's see what it tells us. Right, so it wants flaps 1, takeoff derated to 2, and we're going to use 35 as the SL temperature. Okay. Yeah, I think I need to do that as well. Join the Discord server. Right, okay, we'll discuss that later. Let's quickly go. ID. Well, yeah. Right, now this is where I made a mistake earlier. I need to make sure I fix it now. 5 alpha. Okay, no, I did already, then that's fine. IL is 20. Okay, we probably gonna take that one. We'll step through and have a look just now. Back to route. Activate. Might as well execute. Legs. Let's go have a look. Yes, Jeff. Yeah, I'm aware of that. That's for level up. On their forum. Yeah. Right. Let's step through quickly. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting situation going over that airport, doing that little cook sister turn over there, man. Right, it's going to be interesting. While we are here, let's just look at the Q&H quickly. EIDW 1016. Right, I'm just putting something to have something and we'll fix it later. 31 and this should be 278, I think. We can also look that up and fine tune later. Okay, what I'm going to do just to save time is I'm quickly going to just fast track this. Right, fast track. Make sure we get the same values we're expecting. Yeah, it's not giving us exactly the same values. I'm not going to moan about that. The guys at Steport really need to fix the loading. They haven't, as far as I know, worked on it yet. Where's Zibo? Okay, Zibo, I'm going to have a look at, I'll show them just now. Thank you for telling me about that. Zibo says he built in a new feature into the EFB and for DIKAS that I need to show you guys. I'll do that shortly, sir. 1.7. 3 serves 20 there and 310 over there. 239 at 16 and a positive to execute. Right. So he says in settings, variants. Suppose it's there. No? Ah, it is there. Display variants. Display last page. Display last page. Okay. On the ACAS, we can have the N1 full thrust plus the bug or just the bug. Alright, so those are the options. Okay, I'm not going to claim I know exactly what it means, but that's your ACAS over there, your upper DU. Somewhere in there, it's going to have extra bugs. Have a look, see. But the yellow, red, and the green. So full thrust plus the bug. I think that's a good idea to just leave it as that. And then when we come down the runway, we'll have a look, see what that means. Or when we fire up. Oh, Zibo's typing. Let's see what he says. Gonna let it climb fast. Alright, so that takes care of that. We're gonna do laps 1.
Ready for pre-flight procedure.
54. Right, starting my APU. I'm not gonna move until I see what Zibo says. Alright, okay. Yeah, I've taken derated to Zibo, so then we'll definitely see the difference. He says when you see the set derate, you'll see the difference. So, yeah, okay. We're going to try it now.
Just as a reminder, we cannot leave the gate until carrying items are properly put away. All overhead bins are closed and all passengers are seated.
Right, I might as well set up my beta pushback.
Ground cockpit plan is acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready to go.
What is the trim? Zibo, did you change the code in the trim again because of what you said you were going to do it? I'm just not sure if you've now done it already in this version or the previous version. 625. She needs to turn that for us.
Trim up.
Ground cockpit, tow is driving up.
Oh man. Oh, that's me again. I started the process and I never finished the process.
Flight attendants prepare for departure, cross-check and all call, thank you.
Damn it. This is Linda. Linda, co-pilot. So, Zibo, what I do is I set the trim to 5, neutral. And then I use the widget. I'll show you. There's the widget. And under the commands, I tell it to set the trim command. That's it. I press it. She sets the trim for me. And then she doesn't complain later on because she likes to complain when the trim isn't exactly right. She's got a very low tolerance sometimes
Okay, all doors and hatches
of
are
where it
closed.
should be.
Ready to connect?
Right, we're back to normal. Hello, 737. I think it changed one more time, and I think it changed in our version here as well. Right, so That should take care of all of that for us. And if we look outside, we should be ready to go. Krista, I'm going to follow you just now.
Okay, I'm taking off.
No problem.
Right, the tow's been connected and the bypass pin's been inserted. You can release the parking brakes when you're ready.
Flight, Krista.
Start pushback, and you might start your engines there when you're ready.
Thank you, Uncle Leon.
There's a whole package that you can download, James. It's on the org. Just go find it. It's a whole package that you need to download and then install. Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine.
Yeah, Steve, thanks, man. I wasn't keeping my eye on the chat, and in all my chatting here and talking, I forgot to switch it on. My volume is very low. Let me just see if I can't set it higher. Yeah, now I can hear things.
Starter cutout.
Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
Right, the operation has been complete. You can set the parking brake when you're ready. Right, disconnecting the tow. Stand by.
N2.
Right, so 277 over there.
Starter cutout. Engine start procedure complete.
Right, the tow has been disconnected. The bypass pin has been removed. The hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time. Take care, good luck.
Carl, I haven't seen that, but that comes from the Avitab. So just go delete the Avitab plugin in your resources plugins, and download the latest one, just overwrite it. Zibo, so we've got the green, that's the derated power. Is the yellow one the new thing that you've added? Sorry, it's a silly question, but is that then for the full power? The amber line, yes, exactly. So that's the derated, that's your full power, and those are the reserve that's left. Very nice, sir. Very nice. Thank you. Right. I'm ready to go.
Taxi lights on.
love the barriers here. Look at the vegetation. Nice attention to detail. Don't think I've ever had any scenery with barriers over here. Those blast fences. Guys, if you are watching, if you are part of the team who made this, just again a great thank you. Thanks for the supply of the software, but also many thanks for making it. This is nice to have an up-to-date proper Dublin now for a change.
I'd like to echo that as well, Nico.
Excellent, Uncle John. Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure.
James, I have not, eh? Yep. Yeah, in the simulator, that's true. Yeah, this is one of the favorite hubs of mine in the simulator world, but
Before takeoff procedure complete.
in the real world, no. I haven't
Ready
done that
for before takeoff
one day.
checklist.
One day is one day. The scenery is excellent. I can highly recommend it. It's awesome. Right. I think we're ready to go. Let's have a look, see if anybody is actually in the area that we need to worry about. I think that guy is still far enough away. He's not really contentious element there. So, line up, take off. Let's go.
Stabilized.
Approaching 2A. Approaching runways. On runway 2A. Left. Flaps.
That would help, even if it's just one flap, right?
Ready for before taxi procedure. Flaps 1
Hey
second.
Vasily, welcome. Now we can go. Toka.
Stabilized. Takeoff thrust set.
Nice lazy takeoff.
Positive rate.
Gear up. Monday, there we go. On our way.
Acceleration altitude good.
Hey Sid, welcome. Krister.
Flaps up and
I'm
set.
with you every time.
Good.
I was saying hello to the other fellas.
I'm just saying hello again.
Also
Mhm.
welcome.
I pointed you out to the guys on the stream earlier when you were still on the ground.
Switching transition.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I know.
I
No
was
problem.
busy setting up and stuff.
Yeah, no, you gotta concentrate, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, we've been working hard the latest days.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Transition altitude.
Learned so much these last couple of days.
I'm glad. Yeah, and you know what makes my heart sing is the interaction that Geo is bringing to the table now. Even on Facebook, Geo has offered to do some Zibo testing for us. You know, so
That's so nice. That's really
pretty
nice.
nice.
Yeah. So we have more than 2 or 3 or 4 pilots.
Yeah. Well, the
On
guys
board.
that actually interacts with us and give training, the numbers are growing. Behind the scenes, there are more, but I
Yeah.
like it when the guys, start interacting with us and give training and things like that. So,
Yeah, that's some of the stuff we have been asking for also.
yes.
We need the training, we need the education, we need the practice.
Yep.
Yeah, we sure do.
Mhm.
Because it's getting ourselves better at testing.
Absolutely.
Flying and seeing.
Yeah.
So we really need it.
Yeah. Krister, there's a message for you in the chat in YouTube.
You're welcome, Steve. Anytime. Yeah, you're welcome, Steve. Anytime. We create it for ourselves,
Yeah.
We make use of it, and we talk about it also. So if you need any changes or suggestions, just come into Discord and chat with us. Please. Just
Absolutely.
Flight level
Yeah.
100. Landing light switches
We do
off.
this together, right?
Yep.
We're just going to take a minute or two. I'll be back.
Okay.
Like other side road. Plus is it's and looks like sorry.
I cannot remember ever flying this standard instrument departure out of Ireland. First time for me that I know of or can recall. It's nice if you look at the path that it's flying. It's kind of like down the coast here, and then we'll go over. Usually you leave quite early. It's actually quite nice. I'm glad I've got autos over here.
I took the Bracken out, Nico.
The what?
Bracken.
I can't see it.
DIKAS. Quick right turn.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I took that one out as well. No, you did good. I took it out as well, sir. Well spotted.
5,000 to go.
Hey, Alex, good afternoon. Tell me, Alex, tell me. Zibo is watching with one eye and one ear, so if you pop that over on the chat there, you'll pick up on it. Do you like the new version? Is that what you're saying? Tell us. Yeah, it is. I've had a few discussions, but I'm not going to go public on anything. The last thing I want to do is to be in the middle of a fight between PMDG and Zibo. But we've had some fun already. I also got the 737 from PMDG and I've flown it twice now. And then I got busy with Zibo stuff and we've got level up stuff I need to concentrate on, so I'm not going to spend time in the PMDG for a while again, but yeah. Right, so we're in the cruise. When we descend, we go down to 1,800. So might as well set that up. 1.8, so we can be ready for the descent. Then let's look at our fuel situation. 1.3. That's fine. Yeah, the flying and the flight model and the thing is super impressive. Yeah, Sam, Vasily. I'm in an interesting situation. I got my EFIS 2020 Deluxe, the top of the range one, as a birthday gift in 2020, so it cost me nothing. And because I owned the NGXU in P3D, this 737 cost me nothing as well. And I was sitting here thinking last night, if I had to spend €180 to get the two systems going and working together, I'm not sure I would be very happy personally, but that's obviously just me, it's a personal thought. But now that I have it, I'm not going to complain. You know, it gives me a reason to fly 2020. It's been lying, gathering dust. I hardly ever opened it. I kept it up to date, updated all the time. I never really flew it, but now at least I've got a reason to go and try. Right, okay, we set up. Sorry, lost my thought there for a second. Okay, I'm going to use auto brake 3. Gentlemen flying with Kristen and Uncle John. How close are you to landing, gents?
Okay, well, I've turned south.
Okay.
Distance-wise, I've got about rough calculation, about 35, 40 miles. But then I've got the teardrop.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. I see my top. Sorry, Christer, go.
I'm 130 miles from the airport. And I
Okay.
also have the teardrop to go.
Excellent, excellent. Okay. Yeah, I'm only 64 nauticals from top of descent. I've still got a way to go. I'm 190 nautical miles from the airport.
I'm starting to descend right now.
I'm going to have to send you, Eugenie, my text file again, Nico.
Mm.
1,000 to level off 4 times.
Mm.
Ready for descent procedure.
Oh, wait.
I'm going to have to record this trim wheel again for Zibo as well. It's been non-stop.
Mine's been rather good, unless I just didn't hear it because I'm busy on the other side.
You wait and start the descent.
Okay.
And it was actually spinning and going nowhere. It's still
Okay.
spinning, but no alteration on the gauge.
Okay.
You know what? I think it's something nice one. If they like
Yeah, Alex, that yoke will make a huge difference. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, Friday did a good job, I think, as well. Alex, no, this is 18C that Zibo just gave me before the stream, so I'm the only one with this model. and the change log is in the details below the video. But one of the things that I showed, which he added, is here on the ACAS, right? So you know that's your D rate takeoff indication, and then you will have an amber full thrust indicator that's new, that you can see in the beginning of the video when you get your fix later on, because he'll probably release 18 after the stream, I hope, if he can finish the things. He said there's a couple of tweaks he still need to do, and then he'll release it. So but that's the one thing. And then on the EFB, if you go to display invariants and display last page, this is where you switch that facility on. You can just have the bug as it's displayed now, or you can have full thrust plus the bug. So the full thrust is then in amber, and the bug obviously is there's your bug, you know. Is it? Okay, should be there in cruise also. Right, well then just let Zibo know. Max continuous thrust, yes. Yes. Yeah. Zibo, I'm not sure if you heard that. Sorry, say again?
Would you be so kind as to monitor your trim wheel on the descent?
Will do.
See what I mean?
Yeah, will do. Alex, so when you get your copy, or I mean, you obviously know already, just pop it in the dev room. Just make Zibo aware. I'm not sure if he's still watching, because if he's really planning on releasing 18 after the stream, then he's probably coding away right now. In one page. Okay. Yeah, got it. Yeah, no, understand. Vasilina, I don't have that. I've got the EGHI, but I didn't even know there was such a mod on the org forum. I really wish those guys would come back and you know, work a little bit on that aircraft. Right, getting close to top of descent, Uncle John.
Okay, sir, noted.
Uncle John.
Yes, sir.
When did your trim wheel start working like that? On
The trim wheel
level?
on the descent, it never stops.
Sure,
It's
Alex.
still going even now.
I'm at flight level 150 and I'm stable.
No, that's fine. I'm just telling you what I'm experiencing.
Uncle John, if you say it's not moving on the gauge, it could be that the trim wheel sound got stuck. Now that is a notorious old bug in the Zibo. Every now and then the trim wheel sound gets stuck for some reason. So we'll have to check that.
I understand when it goes physically rotating.
Okay, alright. Well, my one at this point in time is physically rotating as well. It started pulling back on the nose like crazy now, and it's just continuing and continuing. There, it stopped now.
Works fine for me.
Okay. Yeah.
Right now.
Hey Scotsman, yes, all good. How are you doing? Let's see what you guys see. Just make sure that I don't obscure the view. See, Alex is typing here in the dev room. So cool. Alright. Uncle John, I've positioned my camera in such a way that it's basically recording it, so we can just tell Zibo to come back later and watch the video if he needs to.
Where can you go in, sir?
Yeah, that's a very nice write-up he did there just now. Wow. Hallo Andrei alweer, hoe gaan dit met jou? Gaan goed met my, dankie. Gaan amper nou begin besig raak as ons nou hier gaan begin naby aan die lughawe kom, gaan ek met konsentreer hoor. Alex, I understand perfectly what you mean. In the NGXU in P3D, the EN is there, but it only becomes active once you are, you know, on the final approach course, and you know, LNAV, VNAV has got you kind of in a position lined up for the runway already. If you press the approach button, it did come on in the NGXU, then you could use EN. But I'm not sure to what extent they modeled it in the new one. I haven't tried it. One of my friends told me it is there. He was using it. So, no, I don't know. I'll have to obviously go check, you know, to confirm. But I have no reason to doubt him, you know. So, it must be there. But it's modeled completely different to what we've done. The funny thing is, if you, and I follow the P3D group for a long time now, many years, because I've always had P3Ds, and if you look at the VATSIM groups or the IVEO groups or the actual P3D groups, it's amazing how few of those people even know what Ian is and that it existed. I was surprised when we worked on Ian and that tutorial we did together on my YouTube the other time, how few people actually know what Ian actually is and that it exists. Even guys from the real world, you know, a lot of carriers don't have that option, so even the pilots don't know anything about it. So it's interesting. Zibo is for sure on cutting edge technology. You know, I mean, U14 on the FMC, we're using A2 already. We've got an MMR. There's a whole bunch of things we've got that, you know, they haven't implemented, and I'm pretty sure they will at some point in time. But, you know, is what it is at this point in time.
Runway clear.
Thank you. How was that teardrop? Did the Zibo fly it all right enough?
Perfect. The teardrop was perfect.
Okay.
It's that trim wheel I'm concerned about.
Yeah, I tried to. Yeah, but you fly for a really cool airline, Alex. And I'm not bashing any of the other airlines that work with us, guys. That's not the intention. That's not what I mean. But Alex and his airline have got all kinds of gadgets that I know most other people don't have. You're a lucky guy. Alex, if you read in the dev room, you will see that Zibo is implementing the code. But I don't want to say too much on stream because there is a portion of it I really don't want to mention. So Zibo is working on the trim, and it's supposed to now simulate the real aircraft, which you know very well. So under certain conditions it will be faster or slower and things like that. But what Uncle John is saying is what he had during his descent is that his trim kind of ran away a little bit. You know, it just didn't stop. It was up and down the whole time. So yeah, I don't know.
Nico, I've noticed it's also depending on how the bypass waypoints are set.
Yes. Yeah.
So that also counts.
Yeah, the bypass waypoints seem to be an issue for the Zibo mod. Okay, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. And obviously we've now figured out the slower that you fly, the easier the Zibo does the calculations. You know, so if that's any way related, yeah, could be. Yeah. Alex, I see Zibo just answered you there, right? So he says the amber band is going to be in 3.52.18 final during the cruise phase as well. I suppose it will be during the descent phase as well. I mean, if you have an emergency and you don't have a reference, I don't know. I'm just speaking as an idiot, but just wondering out loud.
To level off. To level off. 1000 to level off. 1,000 to level off. To level off. 1,000 to level off. 1,000 to level off. To level off.
Right, so we're going to have a deceleration now. That should bring us to about 240. Once it goes below 250, I'm going to consider pulling some laps here.
Yeah, but be careful. 3,000 feet, you have 22 knots crosswind.
Okay.
Flight restriction says 185.
Yes.
So,
yeah, I was bargaining on that.
But in my opinion, it's a bit too slow for that wind.
Jets, you can't afford to float on this runway.
It's short. Yeah, it's short.
Thank you.
I remember landing the Q400 there a few times. Oh my goodness. When you come and you see how short that runway is in that aircraft already, and that thing stops on a dime, man. This will be the first time in my life I land a 737 there. Never tried it. Let's pull the brakes.
1,000 to level off. Flaps 1 set. Flaps 5 set.
Uncle John?
Yes, sir?
I've had a lot of trim movement, but I can't really say mine ran away or it was excessive. I mean, as far as I can see, it seems fine, but it doesn't mean that you didn't have it. I'm not saying that. You understand? It's just...
I most definitely had it. I'm going to report it next time.
Yeah.
I mean, it never stopped on descent.
No problem, Alex. No problem.
And that doesn't mean to say there is a problem. It just means that on my PC, that's what it's doing.
To level off.
Yeah, Alex. Oh, there's Christopher below me. Alex, my usual comeback when somebody talks about flight characteristics which could include a trim wheel because that comes from the flight characteristics. So we've got to be careful that we don't make it too perfect because aircraft do not fly on rails. Alright, so you're going to have turbulent weather the one day, you're going to have calm weather the other day, you're going to have an up and a down and a left and right and a roll and a yaw, you know. And we've got to be careful that we don't over simplify it or over smooth it kind of a thing as well. But fortunately Zibo knows what he's doing.
Beautiful scenery down here.
It's a lovely part of England, this, Uncle John. I love this area. No, I understood you meant in the real plane. So what I said was actually just in addition to what you said, because in the real plane, I mean, I've been there. I know what it feels like, and flight simmers, you know, sometimes because they don't have the same experience, is a problem. Ja, Andre, hierdie is Engeland. Ek het van Ierland af hier na Engeland toe gevlieg hier onder.
Connecting.
No problem. There's Uncle John and Tix179. I believe that's Joff. Sorry. Let me get the name right again. Sorry. Oh no, I can't even scroll. Why? Jeffrey. Yeah, Jeffrey. There you go.
Perfect conditions, 11 knots metric.
Nice.
It's a fun magnet.
You're having in the box 3, break 3.
Yeah. I'll step on the toe brakes if I have to.
Ooh, you better step on it, Nico.
We're in for some fun, guys.
This is a short one.
Alex, you must just come join me on Discord. I'll talk you through the whole setup and everything I've got, and then we can see what your specs are and what your computer can actually handle.
Ready for approach checklist.
And then we'll make a plan for you. It's actually, it's stunning what we have now. It's amazing. And these are 3D clouds. It doesn't move out of the way when you go through it. You can actually fly through it. And look how the aircraft actually makes that wiggle as it goes through it. It's like there's a density difference in the air, like in the real cloud and stuff. I remember in the real world flying through the clouds, you know, and here in South Africa we've got tar roads and we've got concrete roads. And if you know the difference between them, that's how I always compared flying through the clouds. You know, the one's the concrete road and the other one's the tar road. And there's a distinct difference. All of a sudden you know you're going into that water. Excellent. No, Alex, when you're ready, you just let me know.
One way, my captain.
Thank you, Christer. We also have potholes. Yeah. how beautiful it is down there. I've seen some pictures of people turning these potholes into jacuzzis and stuff, eh? Little swimming pools. Dit moet het raak die keer in weer. Shame. Right, now I'm getting nervous. You guys have made me nervous.
You make it, or else you will be joining the next training session.
Okay.
Especially my own position. Everybody can see it.
Thank you, Alex.
Do we need the landing gear now?
I hope so. Not nice. But yeah, I can.
Flaps 15 set.
And what's nice about these clouds, Alex, is during the night time, your lights actually reflect from them. It looks like in the real world. It's amazing what these guys do.
Localizer capture.
See what they do. They're nice. One minute. Listen.
Yep, it does. It does. I use xEnviro with OpenGL. The whole ambience in the night time gives you, you know, that shininess in the cities, and it's real. It's amazing.
Flaps 30
I'm
set.
going too slow.
Ready for landing checklist. Glide slope capture.
We missed that glide slope. Look at that. We went straight through it. It didn't go down on the glide slope.
Oh, you need to be careful on this one.
Well, it's lost the ILS, and so this is kind of what the guys have been telling me in the support, telling me that it's not flying the ILS anymore, not properly anymore. Look.
Yeah, I got the ILS.
Well, mine did not take it. I was definitely not too high or anything. I was perfect and it didn't take it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna orbit and descend, guys. So forgive me, very unprofessional and all, but just gonna do a bit of an orbit and keep on descending here.
Radio altimeter.
My ILS work, okay.
Yeah, I'm on a different version than you, so I'll have to ask Zibo to just check up, because remember I'm on 18C now.
Okay.
But I mean, you can watch the video. It just plowed through it and it was gone.
Whoa, I believe you.
I know. Just saying, it's now on video as well. And there are 2 or 3 guys that have spoken to me about this very same thing happening to them.
Yeah, but not on the version you're on. The countdown.
No, of course. No, they were talking on 17 happened to them.
Flight slow.
Now we're a bit late now.
Cabin crew.
Approaching decision height. 200. Minimums. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Reverse unlocked. Speed brake up.
Nice.
I made it.
Been practicing.
No, I haven't. Not on this runway.
50 knots.
No, this was something I
Great
was
landing.
kind of
You are professional.
looking forward to, but apprehensive about as well, you know.
Well, it is a tricky airport to land on.
Yeah, I'm just worried about this ILS now, because now that it's happened to me now as well, there must be some issue.
Next time you fly it, you will catch it.
Probably. Because that is also what the guys have been telling me. The one time it works, the one time it doesn't work. You know, so
Exactly.
after landing procedure.
After landing procedure. Flaps up and set.
Anyway, guys, welcome to this airport, the Southampton. Thank you for flying with Skymatix today. We made it.
Thank you,
After
Nico.
landing procedure.
Yeah, thank you for
complete.
flying with
Exactly.
Krister.
Exactly. Yeah.
Thank you, Uncle John, for flying with.
Pleasure was all mine.
Alex, if you can stay 5 minutes, I'll quickly disconnect from my VA and I'll take it to nighttime, and then I'll show you the clouds. I'll show you what it does. Alipay, I'm using xEnviro. Beautiful. I used to park right here in the middle between these two suckers over here. That was my designated parking. Right, okay. Yeah, let me just quickly park and then I'll show you quickly what it does at night time. Right, that's about good enough. Brake set. Alrighto. Just see what the other guys look like here. Yeah, looks nice, very nice. Okay, just want to see. I will probably have to shut down my engines now, so we won't be able to log the flight unless. Uncle John, you too soft, say again.
I took a couple of pics for you.
Thank you so much. Right.
Uncle John, you need to tell me before you take some pictures.
Ready for shutdown.
Yeah, he needs to comb his hair, man.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, him with his hair. He's got to have his cut.
Right, okay, let's do this. Flight configuration.
Thank you for flying, Uncle John.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Andreas, jy koop haar by die Org Store. Jou pa sal jou wys. Jy koop haar maar net, daar's $15 of iets. Okay, so all I'm going to do is just fly manually just so we can get through the clouds and show you the lights.
Are you staying on Oveo or not?
Now I've disconnected from my VA so because I need to show Alex what the clouds do in the night time, you know, the reflecting of the lights. Would help if we start with engines running.
Engine start procedure complete.
On runway 20, flaps, flaps.
Right, I'm going to do flaps 10 to make sure we get out of here. No, I've just lost my FPS
Have a good flight.
again. Right. Right, well, it is just a demonstration, so don't worry too much about it. All I want to do is get in the air and show Alex the issue with the clouds and the lights. We can talk, Carl. We can talk, my friend. No problem. Sy doen 'n paar goeders vir my, maar dit is maar deel van hoe sy geskryf is. Ek sal later vir jou my vertel. That's the default nighttime for xEnviro. It kind of puts that reddy shimmer and stuff in. When we get to the clouds, you can already see, look, there's already light on the clouds there. There you go. How's that? But different to flying in normal X-plane where you don't have things like lights. Look, there it's gone. Now we've gone past the clouds. Until we hit the next set of clouds, there's no more lights. Very nice. I like it. I really like it.
Bank angle.
I'm a display pilot now. Alex, yes and no. I lock my frame rate at 32, right? So it's come down a little bit, but during the whole flight, and it's because of the reload, you see there it's back to 32. It doesn't lose it very long. And the whole trick of xEnviro is to not overestimate your computer's capabilities, because in that whole list of settings, right, you just have to find the combination that works for you. Now, this is my one. If you guys want to take a screenshot, you're welcome to take a screenshot. It's also in my private hangar. Every now and then I tweak it maybe a little bit, but this does not really affect my frames at all. You understand? So it's a question of setting it up properly more than anything else. Don't overestimate your system, because a lot of guys do that and then they get troubles. But I like it. I struggle to fly without it. The other thing that xEnviro gives you when you use it in OpenGL is obviously the seasons. And you'll see when I fly into colder areas, sometimes there's snow. It actually puts snow on the ground. Whether you've got orthos or not is irrelevant. You know, it's not like SAM, for instance, where it cannot work with orthos. You know, it can't put it on top of the orthos. So, Alex, the only way we're going to know, buddy, is if you come and show me. You know, show me, let's talk about it, let's work through it, and then we make a decision based on that. Because there's another set of clouds. It does not reflect the lights yet, but it's also 3D clouds. It's about $15 called Enhanced Skyscapes. Now, Biological Nanobot is a great guy. I've spoken to him many times. Really, really great guy. He makes that. And the only difference between that and the xEnviro clouds is that the xEnviro will reflect the light at night, but the other ones are absolutely stunning clouds during the day. Eh? Yep. All right. Well, that's my story then for the evening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and you know, all the chats and everything that happened. Carl, if you're serious about delivery, come talk to me. I'm not really going to charge you $250 for it, but if you want to give a gift of $250 for delivery, come. Let's talk anyway. We'll make a plan to get delivery to you. It's easy as that. So yeah, anyway, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, one sec. Let's see. Yes, Enhanced Cloudscape still comes with a trial version. Thank you, Cole. Appreciate it, my friend.
Carl Childers donated $50 through SuperChat.
Okay, for the community, not delivery. Okay, I appreciate that. So, yeah, Alex, if you want to try Enhanced Skyscapes, obviously, like we say, there is a trial. Go download it, check it, see what it does for you. One way to test if your system can run it. But I think let's not also jump the gun. Let's rather get together over the weekend. Send me a PM sometime if you've got time. Then we sit and chat for a few minutes and see what's up. Okay, this may be better. Cole, you're a star. Don't know how to thank you, sir. You really mean a lot to me. And what you do for me is immense. And that's why I say I'll make a plan with delivery for you. Don't worry. We'll talk about that. All right, Alex, when you're ready. That's fine. All right. One last thing for Andre. Little Andre. He wants to see this. Jaco, I hope you guys are still here. Ooh. This is not showing everything. All right, let me show you here. If you go to the Copilot, this is Linda. There you see all the different commands. This is all the things that Linda can do. All right, sorry for the text there over the text. You've got commands, and then you've got lots of options. You've got all kinds of things that you can do. Under the commands, that's where you're probably going to spend most of the time, because you're going to have to tell her to do certain procedures and so on. So this lady can really do a lot of things. And when we can see her, she's not bad looking either, you know. So that's just what it looks like. So So yeah, Andre, she's worth it. She'll help you a lot to teach you the flows and things like that. But there's other ways of doing it as well. Now that's really it. Guys on Discord, are you okay?
Very fine, sir. Thank you very much for streaming, Nico.
No
Thanks a lot.
problem. No
Excellent.
problem. I'm going to stop the stream and thank you, Zibo, for everything. Guys, he's just released Fix 18. He's given it to me. I'm going to start setting up the torrent and the Google Drive and stuff so you guys can get this version in a minute or 5. Okay, so look out for it. I'm going to publish it just now.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.